All right, this is Python Poker, and we are back at it again to play some poker hands, document the progress on the YouTube channel, and hopefully get the bankroll going up. So while we're waiting here for contacts, I did play some hands last night. Not many hands. I just played a couple hours worth of hands. I'm still just doing one table for the time being. But I think I have about 300 hands total. My bankroll started at $50. I just wanted to put just an even number just to try out their system. But it's up to $100 now, and that's only 300 hand sample size. So given variance and the small sample size of 300 hands, being up 5 buy-ins is probably just me running good versus me dominating the field. So I can't just say I'm doing, crushing these people, but that's what the numbers are, and that's all I can go on. So what we'll do today is we'll play some hands, hopefully get some good hands to talk about. I got some great feedback yesterday, so some of that feedback was to hopefully maybe try to think of more aggressive actions rather than being conservative. And, not just across the board, but given the situation and the numerous factors. But typically I do lean to the conservative side, but I'm going to see if I can open that up a little bit more today. And also, I need to focus on the actions of my opponents and comment through them as a challenge today, just so maybe I can guess what I think the opponent's hands are based off their bet sizes and their actions pre-flop and along the flop. It'll be just a fun game and a challenge to predict why we're here. And also it can help with taking notes on the opponents as well, why I, get a chance to play against them. So given that, I was talking through with the intro there, so I didn't really follow this too much, but it's a pretty big pot here. Got a person all in here, and so let's do that. So let's look at the action here. So ace-6 here offsuit. I'm going to be folding this hand, especially against an under the gun 3x open and a cold call here. It is an anti-game, but I still think ace-6 offsuit is not the best choice overall in the long run to be playing this type of hand, also given the action behind. So let's see what we got so far. Button puts a little bet out here, 3 BBs into 14. Call really fast. So snap calls. Snap calls generally are a sign of technically marginal hands for the most part, unless they're being tricky here. We got one fold, under the gun calls. So given the action, I'm going to put under the gun on a straight draw or flush draw. E-boy has at least probably an 8 at this point going all in, or at least they're repping an 8 at this point. I don't know, given by the checks and the aggression of under the gun, I don't think they would call that huge bet based off their passiveness, I guess, with the quick checks. But maybe that was too aggressive of an act. So we'll keep that as a note moving forward. Maybe I really want to always get thin value. So my approach for playing, I talked about this yesterday, is the fat pitch algorithm. Basically, it's just a simplified approach. Try to make positive EV decisions at all times. Make my opponents make stupid mistakes, and me eliminating these stupid mistakes. And by stupid mistakes, I mean technical, fundamental mistakes that are universally known to be an error. There's no really arguments there. So that's what I call those technical mistakes. So if I label a session as an error session, that error would be a universal error and a technical foundational error versus a when you look at a solver, it's like, oh, maybe you bet here a third of the time, this combo 60% of the time. So it's like a range of decisions. That's not necessarily what I call an error session. But we'll talk about that more when I give my results video. I'm probably going to do a weekly data dump video. Hopefully within a week I'll have 1,000 hands. I'm only playing one table at a time for now. So given the smaller bankroll, I started with $50 and I'm up to the $100 now. But since I only have a small bankroll as of now, splitting that across on 4 tables, I know technically is independent of the tables or of the action. However, this is a good hand, so I'll pause there. I got a under the gun ace queen suited. I'm gonna open a 3x or 4x I've known to see. So this is interesting. I guess we can check their stats. 31% VPIP, 14% aggression, and they just go all in. Why do I have only 10 chips? I'm gonna call. Check down. Well, that's good unless he has ace king. I'm just gonna why is 10 my I don't know why 10 is my settings there, but let's see if they have a king. Oh, I won. So I don't know why my settings were so screwed up there. I thought I was in big blind, so I guess I'm in chip mode, so that kind of threw me off on the betting size. Okay, wow. Sorry about that. So when I did the small bet of the 0.10 chips, I guess that was 10 cents. It's kind of annoying. I'm gonna fold here and check my settings, because I should be in big blinds. Nope, it was in chips. Okay, so that makes more sense. Okay, sorry about that. I thought if I had big blinds as my default from yesterday, it would save that, but I guess not. But anyway, I think that is a standard call with ace queen of diamonds there. Maybe we got lucky. I was looking at their stats, and it was the stats of voluntary put in pot. VPIP was 30%, and their aggressive actions was not too aggressive, but we digress there. So we did get the double up though, so that's good. On that board, maybe I can look at the replayer here. Go back a hand. I don't know if I can go back a hand and look at that. Maybe not. But anyway, so we got a double up there. That's pretty good. So that, as you can see, that was a weird action. Opponent goes all in for 50 big blinds with pocket fives, which I guess was ahead pre-flop, so I guess they made a decent choice there. Ace queen offsuit is really close. I mean, ace queen suited, there was diamonds there. Probably was a little close. I was thinking that was a close call. Of course, ace king suited, I'm going to call that all day. But, that could have been a situation where they could have easily had ace king off. Maybe not ace king off. Maybe ace king offsuit. But ace king suited is definitely in their range for that type of action. So luckily we got a pair of aces there, to help us out there on the turn. And also the other caller didn't have a king, which we would have lost to as well. So, we got that. So that's what we're talking about here. So we got the $50 bankroll to begin with. Now it was up to $100 as of last night. We'll see where we are at the end of this session today. But if these players are can continue to have their tendencies being looser and liking these bigger pots, especially with these antes. Maybe the bankroll will fluctuate a little bit more than a typical game, which makes sense. Ranges are going to be opened a lot more wide in these types of games, so that's kind of why I was leaning towards a call versus that. You can't judge all of your decisions on previous 300 hand sample of the population, but usually when they make a large a size like that, it's rarely aces, because if aces or kings, they kind of probably would want you to call, with their equity advantage. So I was kind of putting them on, what they had, maybe pocket pair, maybe tens, fives to jacks is reasonable, maybe more, fives to jacks there, and ace king could have been reasonable, could have been drawing dead, but we digress. So I'm going to open this hand here. I'm in my BB mode, so we got this going under the gun. We got a snap call from, looks like the cutoff, and let's see what the action is around here. So that's the 784 BB stack. So here I'm going to check my equity. I have possible backdoors for a straight draw and an overcard ace. Let's see what they do here. They didn't raise pre-flop, so they just, they're going to bet. I think I had to call once with ace high, given the backdoors as well. So I'm going to check. I hit an ace, which is great, but it's not the ideal hand. It's a really small suited ace here. So I'm just going to call this one down and see what we have. Looks like some straights do get there, but I'm going to just check my cards down here and see what they do. I will call a small size bet on the end here and see what they got. Okay, we did get the win there. Makes sense. Given it was ace 4 with a medium marginal pair of aces hand, that's kind of why I was just calling that one down to see where they go. The reason why I called the flop, because of course I had ace high, I could hit the pair, which we did, and also I had some possible runner straight opportunities as well, so we got that through. Very good here. So we're in the small blind here with ace queen offsuit. I'm gonna fold this hand for now. It's probably a nitty fold. Let me know what you think there. But given the fact that this person did a 4x open on the top, I kind of wanted to do a 4x open if they didn't do that. I think I was gonna do that as well with that type of hand. But I didn't look at their VPIP and their aggression there. But 47%. And yeah, they're on the looser side, so maybe you never know, right? But I think since they're next to Act 2 from that bet, it seems a little stronger. So I think folding an ace queen offsuit is okay there to me. We'll see how it goes. But let's continue. So again, this is lunchtime chess. Oh, not chess. I played chess. I got chess on my brain. I played some chess last night. But we're playing some poker here. Similar type of strategy game. But we're going to have our lunch as well, like we did yesterday. This time, hopefully it's not that much louder. And we won't tell you the lunch as of now, but it is not a double cheeseburger. No, it's not a triple cheeseburger either. It's no burger variety today. Like to guess in the comment? Go for it. But we'll reveal it at the end. We'll give you something to hold on and watch the whole video to reveal what the lunch is at the end. guess we could narrow it down for you. Unfortunately, it is fast food again. I have not been good this week at making my lunch at home and bringing it. But, convenience is key, especially on a lunch break here. But we digress. So let's look at some action here. Like I talked about earlier in the video, I'm going to be more focused on the action, so I need to do that and see if we can guess some of these hands based off the strategy. So they limp here. Raise on the button, 5x raise. Okay, let's see. Small blind taking some time. Raise 4x over the top, it's a standard size. And let's see what our initial 3-better does. 26 VPIP, 21 aggression. It's like they call. So what we got here? King 9, 8. Okay, so you're betting small bet, call. So with this small bet, definitely going to be value betting. A king would do this. Aces would do this as well. Ace, king, aces. Now we're getting a little bit bigger of a bet. So now you're definitely representing a king at this point, and call. So at this point, the button is uncapped. Now they're going to go all in. I'm going to put them on ace king at this point, or possibly 2 pairs, what they're representing, king 10, king 9's possibility, ace king, and let's see if we get to see what they call with. Okay, ace king versus ace king. So they both played the hand pretty much the same way. And that's the way that hand should possibly play out. Okay, so we got a raise on the cutoff. The button does do another standard 4x raise. Looks like they're fighting. They're going to be battling each other a little bit here. All right. So maybe that was tilting from the last hand from their perspective. You never know. But you got to keep track of that kind of stuff. And they did do a raise over the top and got through. That's a good point. The individual can fold to multiple. Is that a 5 bet? So let's see what the action is here. So we got a fold, go call. Wow, they're betting fast, half pot-ish. I don't know if you do a half pot size bet on a monotone board. I think it's supposed to be a small bet. Okay, so now probably Jody 12 has the heart, since they called a large bet on the flop on a monotone. I think I can't say the name because I have them hidden, but they were definitely repping the flush there. So maybe they had an ace of hearts or king of hearts in their hand there with a combo. Ace king with a ace of hearts or king of hearts maybe. Not low pair. I'm just gonna call here, hoping to hit a set or nothing. I have last action. Everyone's checking here. Multi-way pots. I'm just gonna check my equity. I'm not gonna bet. I'm not gonna try to bluff anyone off. I'm just going to play my pure equity on a multi-way pot. One big blind. So what do I beat? I beat ace high. Straight draws are out there. 10x would raise. 10x would bet higher. Straight draws I beat ace x. I beat king x. I'm going to call one, hoping to hit a set on the end. Actually it'll be a full house, but it'll be so disguised if I did hit. So here we go. I was playing, at least someone has ace high or a straight draw. I'm just going to check here and see if we come up with that. Nope, 9. Oh, wow. 9 sevens. Okay. So I guess I got a little owned there with my evaluation there of that hand. So anyway, everyone checked at the end, so we were okay. I think we had enough equity to call there, given the implied odds of hitting the full house. I don't know. What do you think? Should I have called that bet with the pocket twos? I think it's okay to call, even though it was multi-way. So I want to talk through the hands that as they go off, but I also want to talk more on the strategy that I have. So, oh look, as they say, it's always the next hand. So we have, it doesn't matter. But anyway, so it's usually always the next hand where you show your twos that come out, but it's okay. It's rationally that doesn't make sense those things aren't connected. But so given the fat pitch algorithm, basically what I'm trying to do, keep things simple, make my opponents make mistakes, wait for the long run game, be patient. That ties to patience and not blundering with technical decisions. And also it goes off my mental database of actions and experience. I'm going to raise this one. I'm going to open up a little bit. Maybe I wish it was ace 10, but it's okay. We'll just play it out. And I'm going to fold to a raise over the top. I'm going to fold. If it was suited, I would call, but you never know if you cold call. I don't want to bet that hand over the top. I could be running into much better aces, and I would call. I would be giving away blinds. Plus, I had action behind me. If I cold called, they could have bet over the top, and I lost those blinds. But at this point, our player is definitely repping over pair, ace, king, possibly flush draw. So I think we got out of there okay. I think that hand could have been a mistake. I probably should not even opened ace 9 offsuit to begin with. I think I probably lost 3 BBs there in the grand scheme of things. But going back to the fat pitch algorithm, I'm basing my play on historical actions and probabilities of that game tree. For example, if I'm raising under the gun with, let's say, ace jack offsuit, and my immediate to the left gives a 4-bet or 3-bet, whatever the action is, just goes over the top, re-raises me pre-flop. I might have snapped off one of those types of hands in the future, and I may have called down 3 streets of value and losing to ace king, ace queen, that kind of thing. That's a scenario that's like kind of just a clear example of showing a point. But that's an example of something that's kind of I've seen multiple times in my game tree. Similar, not necessarily that combo of hands, but similar type of items. So what I want to do is just scan that mental model and make the most probable decision based off that experience and talk through my logic here as those situations arise. So I was on that ace-9 offsuit hand. I was already hesitant about opening that hand. I can't be results oriented, but I think ace-10 should be the minimum open from that position. I can open ace-10 offsuit. Ace-9, not good. In the future, I will not do that. Well, that's the goal from that position. Okay, 2-5 offsuit. Hopefully, we can check this one down. Alright, so they're thinking. You're gonna let us check this one? You're gonna let me check? Fold. Alright, I'll check. Come on. Okay. Well, that's a good flop for 2-5 offsuit, I'll say the least. And let's see. Oh, come on. Alright, no betting action. I'm gonna just gonna bet half pot here. Maybe they have a diamond. Hopefully diamond doesn't hit because we have the deuce of diamonds, but you know, I guess that's a great flop for 2-5 offsuit. Just wish they had something, at least they didn't even have a diamond. Diamond would definitely call a bet on the turn there with a half pot size bet. I think half pot's the minimum size there. Maybe I can probably even do 75% pot there on that action with the flopped straight. So looking at the stack sizes, and I've noticed this the last couple days, is that this 10 NL game plays more like a 20 NL game or a 15 to 20 NL game. That's typically the stack sizes. Everyone always has at least 150 BBs to 200 BBs, so it's a deep stack type of game, and which is good because, you know, if you play solid here, maybe we'll pick off some of our opponent's mistakes, because they don't typically, these big stack games, people don't like fighting for these small pots, and you really have to be focused on the action. So I'm going to try to focus more on the play, the timing, that kind of things, because those little pots are the ones that I've been told that help your win rate the most. Of course, we all know how to play aces and kings and those large pots, but the small pots is apparently the win rate boosters. I think I'm going to just play one table for the next foreseeable future. Just going to help me dial down my game to really be focused on the moment, on the present, on the actions, on what my opponent's timings are, what their actions are. It's going to help me be more present to make the best decision possible. That's the goal, guys. So if I play for the rest of my session here today, for the rest of the week, for the rest of the month, for the rest of my life, I want to make the first thing is pure technical play, fundamental play, folding immediately to a true fold, not overcalling in certain situations where that would be deemed an error. Just make, the best decision, and if I end up losing or they eking out on the river or that kind of thing, it doesn't matter. I don't care. So just make the best educated guess with the best EV decisions that I have. And as I was rambling, I just noticed that we're looking at a nearly 200 BB pot, which I should have been paying attention to. But it's okay. We're multitasking here. Oh, look. What do we say here? Ace 10 suited is a great under the gun hand. This person here limped 1 BB, which means that they are typically looser on the looser side. Okay, I'm gonna... Now, does this hit my range or their range more? They have low card heavy. I'm gonna bet a third pot. I actually probably should have bet a little bit higher because of the flush draw coming in. They did I'm just gonna check my equity here and see what happens. We do end up getting a straight, but higher straights are out there. 7 beats me. I think maybe value betting here is too thin. I'm gonna bet a small bet and see if they have an ace. We're probably gonna chop. Okay. So I had a feeling we're gonna chop. I was going for. I thought that might have been too small of a value bet there, but I was just trying to go for a little thin value there. I mean, what would call besides an ace? I mean, if they raise over the top, I'm folding. You know, but we gotta put them on a hand and play the action as we see fit. So try to get some value in there. Like, what am I trying to get calls from? Like a pair of jacks. 10s. I should have evaluated that a little more. I like the value bet opportunity there. It's either straight or nothing, I guess. All right. So I take a lot of strategy from multiple poker players that I watch online. I watch many Jonathan Little videos, Uri Peleg as well, and Ascend Poker. I'm following his Bankroll challenge as well to get multiple strategies. Another one is Know Your Poker. I follow their live streams. I think his name is Luke Johnson. But I think I would call Queen 9 suited there. I could 3-bet there as well, but given the action behind me, I'm not closing the action. I don't want to play that hand. All right. So, and small pot poker, basically, that's Jonathan Little's style. So, well, at least the videos when I was watching him, his goals are to get to showdown as cheap as possible and thin value bet, and so that kind of led me to the thin value bet on the river, trying to eke out some value. Uri Peleg is more of also kind of letting that game come to you. Don't push the aggression on micro stakes. Just follow the game flow, follow the actions. Don't overplay your equity, that kind of thing. So that's kind of my framework at this point, and falls greatly to the fat pitch algorithm. Don't make stupid mistakes. You can fold for free. Find a better spot. You'll find a better spot. So it's kind of more like a patience game. Play the long run game. You're not going to win all, the hands, and you could have a huge variance streak, that kind of thing. You could. I just dipped into my time bank as I was talking. It's okay. So I'm gonna wrap it up here for this video. We kind of went a little long. I guess we did get a double up here with that ace queen of diamonds hand against the fives when they went all in for about 50 BBs. We did get that as well, and we had a caller in the pot as well, but so we did get a double up there. I don't know, it was a really weird hand. Definitely debating calling for sure. Ace queen of diamonds, maybe it's a pure call, which made me tip my decision into calling there, but luckily we got the ace on there. There's many times, of course, when we could had you know how it is, ace queen and diamonds. Maybe they had ace jack, or maybe king jack, and a jack comes on the flop. It just happens, that kind of thing. They go either way. But maybe I don't know what the equity is for ace queen and diamonds versus pair of fives. It's probably a flip anyway, so we got the flip on that one, but sometimes we don't. I'm just going to since I don't really have an incentive to continue waiting until the big blind, since it's an anti-game, so I'm just gonna stand up here from this table. And I should have looked at my hands, but see here now we have $114.83. So nice little run for I probably played about 20-30 minutes here, probably about 30 hands or so. Not too crazy. So my sample size is still kind of small, 350 hands, but we're at 1483. We'll take it. We'll take the wins as they come in, and that's coming up from $50 here. So we'll just continue the same strategy, I guess. It's been working great so far, and we will wrap it up here for this video. So we have some interesting hands. Please let me know your thoughts, comments about anything. If you stayed this long for the video and you guessed chicken nuggets with buffalo sauce and a Diet Coke from McDonald's, you're the lucky winner. So that's what we had today. All right, we will see you next time. Thank you for watching.